of enthusiasm around that presentation of the Star-Spangled Banner. And we've got plenty more coming up. Stay tuned. It's Thursday night, and it's the NBA here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. And joining us now courtside, the man who won 3 consecutive NBA titles, the incomparable Shaquille O'Neal. Shaq, it is so great to be with you.
Kevin, it's great to be here. I just always wanted to tell you this. When I was playing, I just used to love when you used to say my name. So thank you for all the great times when you said my name.
That is
Appreciate you very much. This guy next to you, I used to hate playing against him. All he did was try to come down and double team on the trap.
With Greg?
Yeah, Greg, just always. But other than that, I love being here with you guys. You know what? Ernie and Kenny are so jealous of me right now.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt.
Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. You look at the Lakers. They're sitting pretty, second place, and looking to take the top spot. And, of course, Denver, 3 games behind.
Well, I think for Denver, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
You know, I thought maybe they'd have it in them to actually join those leaders this season. But you're right, it's still nice work considering where they are.
And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge out on the sideline. David?
Kevin, thank you very much. Last season, the Lakers duo of LeBron and AD became the first duo of Lakers starters in the All-Star game since Shaq and Kobe in 2013. It was, as we all expected, a perfect pairing. And LeBron said, it's getting better as the days go by. The more time you spend together having the same goals, the same drive, it organically happens. I don't know about organics, I just know that those two are scary for the rest of the league. Kevin?
You're right, Dave. That is scary. Thanks for that one. Shaq, you were such a prolific scorer back in the day. Right now, if you needed just one bucket to seal a game, win a game, who would you want taking that shot?
Well, that has to be my favorite player, Steph Curry. If he's on the injury list, I'm going to have to go with James Harden. Younger Steph Curry beat Trae Young. Luka Doncic is right after Trae Young. Russell Westbrook is pretty good. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry, Mr. Kevin Durant.
I was just
I'm sorry, Mr. Kevin Durant. I apologize.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Will Barton is out there with Jamal Murray. And it's Porter in at the 3. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Caldwell Pope. And it's Drummond in at the center position. Nobody near Schroeder. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
Yes, the defense sees James with the ball and assumes he's a shooter. But you know him, he exploits the defense to always find that assist.
Here's Jokic, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
Now, here's Caldwell Pope. Playing Milwaukee, he was nearly unstoppable. Pass to LeBron. 4 on the clock. And it's sent back by Jokic. In the corner, Murray with it. And a miss there on the triple.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
The pass to Caldwell Pope. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Porter.
A sharp shooter with a quick trigger release, Caldwell Pope is known for being an efficient scorer.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Take a break. Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
That free throw good from Caldwell Pope. And Caldwell Pope drops them both.
And a late first-round pick back in 2017. Kyle Kuzma making an immediate impact with his scoring. Shaq, why did he fly under the radar at Utah?
I think often scorers have more freedom in the pros. You know, the Lakers have definitely needed his offense, and you know, he's been a little up and down, but when they need him, he's always there. And best believe he's always going to be aggressive.
That's a good list. And here is Los Angeles now after the Nuggets pick up 2. And again, the Lakers no good. Porter looking it over. It's stolen by Schroeder. Here's the break. Caldwell Pope passes to Drummond. The shot, no good. And it's Denver the other way. And pushing it up, here's Denver. Wide open look here for Murray. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Lakers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Schroeder tries again. And that one's good. Drummond.
This is what Drummond is known for, fellas. I mean, assertive, aggressive, relentless, hard-working. He's just a dogged offensive rebounder.
Now here's Barton. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Porter passes to Barton. The kick out to Porter. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, you know, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, his quickness can be overwhelming at times. Really hard to defend if you're not physical and focused.
Lakers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And guys, they've taken a huge step forward at the free throw line this season, especially when you compare it to last season. They're a completely different team in that area.
The first one falls. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. The Nuggets trail by 5. It's stolen by Schroeder. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. Off target from 3-point range. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for Denver. More and more teams going to small ball, but Shaq, we still have big guys who affect winning because they throw their weight around inside. They make their presence known. Who leads the way when you think of that group?
Greek Freak, Andre Drummond, Joel Embiid, Rudy Gobert, Clint Capella.
How do you come up with these names so quickly?
Listen, I am still the reigning president of the Big Man Alliance.
You
Anything
are.
big
You
man,
know.
I know. All these guards and foo-foo pick and pop players, I don't know who they are. When it comes to the BMA, the Big Man Alliance, I am still the reigning president.
And he gets the bucket.
So good to see Murray, not just as a scorer, but thriving as a passer, too.
Lakers leading by 3. Passes it to Davis. He dishes it to Drummond. A 3-ball. And there's Schroeder. That's good. The assist by Drummond. Schroeder's got 6.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
Outside Porter. High arcing shot, and he sinks the layup.
Just so tricky with that little floating jump shot. Porter has a great feel for when to let it fly.
LeBron outside. Pass to Davis. Back to LeBron. 6 on the shot clock. Martin with the rebound. The Nuggets trail by 4. Stops. Pops. Porter, no luck. Caldwell Pope against Barton. That's tipped.
Can't take the reach and length of Barton lightly. Effective at using it to snuff out shots.
Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
Here's Murray. His last outing, he had 18 points. It's stolen by Schroeder. Ahead, here's Davis, and Davis throws it down.
Yeah, when Davis is near that rim, Kevin, he's focused on one thing, finishing strong. Maybe there's 2 things. Same thing.
Denver's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Murray, the pass to Millsap. Over to the wing. Takes the three. It's good from long range. Jokic has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Of course, you know as well as anyone, Shaq, mental toughness is a gigantic asset in this league. You look at today's players, and there are some that appear to be unfazed by pressure.
I call this the frown and the smile. It's one guy that smiles a lot when you try to pressure him. That's Luka Doncic. He'll hit you with a move, shoot the jumper in your face, hit you with a smile. Then there's the frown. Kawhi Leonard could do the same thing, but he'll hit a big shot, and he won't give you no expression. The frown and the smile, Kevin. The frown and the smile. Reminds me of Ernie and Kenny up there.
And Davis throws it down.
I love the assertiveness from AD. That dunk says, I own the rim, and you better back off.
The Nuggets trail by 7. Bounce pass from Morris. Here's Jokic. Rebounded by the Lakers. They beat the Nuggets during their last encounter in Denver.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Well, you know, it takes character, poise, toughness to win on the road, and that's exactly what they showed last game.
Now Morris. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Minnesota. To the wing on the left. Shoots. Here's Millsap. Out to Morris. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Lakers leading by 9. Inside, here's Davis. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Davis has got his third basket of the night right there.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Another miss by Jokic. Lakers have gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. Schroeder, no one near Drummond as he lets it go. Another shot. Trying to get open is Davis. And that one's good. Schroeder's got 10.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Denver calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
And the Lakers with some changes. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Davis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for James. And it's Matthews in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Denver also making some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Millsap. Gordon comes in for Porter. And it's Rivers in for Will Barton. Here's Kuzma after Austin Rivers scored. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. And pushing it up, here's Denver. Jokic is running. And the basket by Gordon.
A part of the game Gordon continues to work on. Catching in rhythm and firing without hesitation.
And the league moving to shake things up, Shaq, in the regular season. There's an idea of a tournament maybe mid-season. One thing that didn't make the cut, though, changing the playoffs so that the semifinals are seeded 1 through 4, irrespective of conference. What do you think of all that?
I mean, it was a tough sell for the Eastern Conference. You know, historically, they've had an easier road to the finals. But I think reseeding would ensure a more competitive championship round. And, you know, Adam Silver just didn't have the votes.
Yeah, and I think part of that is, too, you know, other than football, nobody really reseeds. And you know what, you have trends some years. Look, you remember back in our era, big fella, the East was the dominant conference. You know, you had it in the transition. And so I just think, you know what, you're just going to have those years. I like the format that we have.
You know what I say, Kevin? If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I don't think it's broke.
And if it is broke, get a warranty.
Take a break.
Yes,
take a break.
good idea.
2 shots.
I'm taking that one too, Greg.
You're stealing a lot of stuff here. Free throw, good. Drummond.
Selected 9th overall in the 2012 draft, Drummond's carved out a nice NBA career for himself.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Dozier's checked in. And both free throws good for Drummond.
Man, they are just living at the line.
Yeah, doing an outstanding job of attacking offensively and forcing the issue.
Here's Morris. There's the feed to McGee. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
I like the fact that McGee not just going through the motions here. I mean, setting a good solid screen, timing his roll perfectly. That's basketball 101 there.
Yeah, drawing fouls and making them pay at the line.
Boy, I love that attack mentality. Get in there and force the officials to make a call.
The Lakers have been excellent at the free throw line here today. A flawless 6 for 6.
Shoot 2.
That's good from Schroeder. Shaq, no surprise, the importance of leadership to a winning basketball team. Some lead vocally, some lead by example. Who do you regard as the best leaders in the NBA?
Let's see, Steph Curry, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Something like that, yes.
Yes,
a lot of vowels.
LeBron James, Chris Paul, and, oh, yeah, Damian Lillard up important. Jimmy Butler in Miami. That's probably a leader on every team.
Now, here is Morris. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game.
In the lane, it's about where Gordon can use his size and athleticism to full advantage.
Now, here's Matthews. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Schroeder, left side. A beautiful reverse layup.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Trailing by 10. Here's Gordon. No good. And it's the Lakers the other way. And here is Harrell. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under points a game. Matthews passes to Schroeder. Stolen by Gordon. Morris with the ball. To the middle. And Gordon gets it to go in on the assist by Morris. Morris has got 4 assists in the game. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
Mark. They tell a great story. Taking a look at Denver. They're stuck in the same spot, but still a top 10 team.
And when you look at the Lakers, they've come into this season with purpose, blocking out all the distractions, all the naysayers, looking like the contender we thought they'd be.
Now here's Schroeder. A 17-point game for him in the win against the Bucks in Milwaukee. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Paul Millsap.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
And the first one drops.
And trailing here in the early going, too many careless fouls, and they're giving up a lot of trips to the line.
Yeah, not only the trips to the line are a concern, but the foul trouble also. You've got to play defense with your feet and do so without fouling.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The league is moving to create an in-season tournament, Shaq, something that we'd seen in soccer leagues overseas. Do you like that idea?
I like that Adam Silver and the league are being forward-thinking. I think players always say if you're not getting better, you're getting worse. I think it's smart for the league to have the same approach. I just wish everybody well.
Yeah, and listen, ultimately, if they do make some changes, it's going to get some pushback, no doubt about it. But as Shaq said, when you start thinking forward, it's about those younger generations, because at some point, that's all they're going to know.
And so it's the Lakers with it. Denver able to drain the three. Schroeder kicks to Gasol. And again, the Lakers no good.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Upping his intensity on the defensive end. Love to see that. Kuzma uses his length and athleticism to challenge and alter shots.
Here's Dozier. 8 points his last outing. Schroeder outside. Touch by Schroeder.
Boy, that looked like a failure to communicate. You hate unforced errors.
The Nuggets trail by 7. Here's Rivers. Pass to McGee. Kicks it to Gordon. To the right side. Here's Dozier. No good from outside. Lakers leading by 7. Here's Matthews. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, I like how confident Matthews is down low. Impressive work by him drawing contact inside.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And just a top-notch free throw shooter this year, all the way up there at 88%.
I don't think you really can say enough about the work he's put in and the massive strides he's made in his free throw shooting, guys. I mean, his numbers are way up this year.
Free throw, good. Matthews.
Guys, Wesley Matthews is a pure shooter, a long-range bomber who also plays lockdown defense on the perimeter. That's a heck of a combination.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first. To the paint, here's Gordon. Great D that time from Harrell. Off day as the first quarter comes to a close. Lakers ahead, leading by 9. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And earlier we got a few words from Marc Gasol regarding his former teammate in Toronto, Kawhi Leonard.
The way he plays defensively, you know what he stands for, and how competitive he is. I mean, I don't need somebody to bang his chest or like scream or like be one of those guys to know if you're competitive or not. Like, I think that's the way he is, and I respect that. And he's actually a really good, teammate and vocal and speaks when he needs to speak.
And of course, Gasol and Leonard won the championship together in 2019. Largely, Greg, because of their ability to play defense and get stops.
And 2 former defensive players of the year on the same team. That's going to be your foundation. But both guys were tremendous at the other end as well, albeit in different ways.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
We got a storyline here. If it goes on for the rest of the game, it could be all those points they're getting at the foul line.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. They've got JaVale McGee. Rivers out there with Jamal. Then there's Gordon, and it's Dozier in at the small forward. And he knocks down the first one.
And the NBA has gotten into the academy business, be it in China, India, Africa, getting those top prospects together. Shaq, you planning to make any appearances over there?
I would actually love to. If I did, you would just have to call me the big diplomat.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I think it's very exciting to see the game's reach expand. When we were playing, Greg, there's only a few guys, but now they're from all over the place. I would love to introduce the people to the Shaqster.
The big diplomat. Now here's LeBron. He picked up 33 points in their last 20 games. Oh, that was terrific!
showing everyone how it's done. Dunk contest, that's 10s across the board, Kevin.
Here's Murray. They trail by 7. 11 feet away. Count it.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Here's Kuzma, following the score by Jamal Murray. Here's Matthews. Gasol trying to free himself up. Matthews, no good. The Nuggets trail by 5. It's Rivers on the wing. Drains it from beyond the arc. Rivers has got his second bucket tonight.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
James, the pass to Kuzma. And the layup is good.
Boy, that's exactly the kind of strength Kuzma has to show, guys. I mean, take that contact, expect it, and still be able to convert. You've got to do that at this level.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Rivers against Matthews. A nice shot by Rivers.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
James looking it over. Over in the corner, Matthews. Back to LeBron. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Matthews has a nice feel, guys, for when a teammate has a clean look, gets him the ball.
Here's Dozier, guarded by Kuzma. To the inside, Murray. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Rivers against Matthews. And the dunk by James.
Gotta love the show of authority. James loves getting the chance to hammer it down.
About 3 minutes played so far in this second quarter. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for the Lakers. Caldwell Pope comes in for Wesley Matthews. Murray outside. Barton against Caldwell Pope. Here's Jokic, and Davis sends it back.
At the defensive end, few big men can cover as much territory as Davis.
Caldwell Pope with a wide open look, sinks the triple. And it's a 7-point Laker lead.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open 3.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Down low. And Jokic slams it in.
An extremely coordinated big man. Nobody should be surprised to see Jokic make plays at the rim.
LeBron up top, defending, and the dunk by James.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to
Boy, picture perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Now, here's Jokic. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Minnesota.
At his size with the long arms, Jokic has a distinct advantage from this range.
Here's LeBron. He kicks it to Davis. There's the triple. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Three-pointer, Barton, good, and the assist goes to Murray. Now just a 2-point Los Angeles lead.
After a bunch of hard work, Barton has become a decent threat from deep. Got to watch out for him now.
James, the pass to Morris. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Morris has got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. The Nuggets trail by 5. Now Barton. He has 5. And the pass to Murray. Outside Millsap. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Lakers leading by 5. James outside. Passes it to Kuzma. From deep three-point range, Caldwell Pope for 3. Porter pulls it in.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Denver's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Now here's Barton. Millsap looking it over. Pass to Jokic. It's stolen by Morris.
You could tell it was almost tunnel vision on that pass. Had no idea where the defender was.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
Murray for 3. Morris with the rebound. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
Big man like Davis have great perspective on the floor, able to find the wide open man.
Here's Murray. Checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game. Yep, it counts.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
For the Lakers, they won their last contest, that game against the Bucks in Milwaukee. Caldwell Pope outside. Pass to Kuzma. Kicks it to LeBron. Morris trying to free himself up, and LeBron gets it to go with the assist by Kuzma.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Denver Nuggets. 8-point game. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
Just 3 to shoot. Jokic. Not enough on that one as it misses. Lakers leading by 8. And here we go. Fast break. Kuzma's got it. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for the Lakers. Morris is checked in for the Nuggets. Denver calls timeout. And the Lakers making a change here. Schroeder's checked in. With a break in the action, let's now bring up the 2K leaderboard and look at the league's top scorers over the games. LeBron James third.
Quite a role he's been on. I mean, a pure scoring display. Eventually, teams might find an answer for him, but that's not been the case here lately.
And it's the Lakers on the break. Up the floor. And Harrell slams it in.
Yeah, first and foremost, he's a pass-first team player, is Caldwell Pope. Love seeing that.
Here's Morris. The pass to Jokic. Floats it up for Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
Here's Davis following the score by Jamal Murray.
Rare explosion into the hemisphere allows AD to pull off the spectacular.
The Nuggets trail by 10. It's stolen by Schroeder. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. He kicks to James. He's looking for Harrell and finds him.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going.
Neither did the defense.
Denver's 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Passes it to Murray. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Cannot get too handsy with Murray, especially when he's rising up for the shot.
The Nuggets have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Boy, I tell you what, you can't even compare their numbers at the free throw line last season to the numbers this year. I mean, they are so much better.
Free throw good, Murray.
And Murray has a full package. I mean, he's a deadly shooter and a surprisingly good penetrator, too. A terrific guard.
Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Michael Porter. That misses, so he splits the free throws.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. And we know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
The Nuggets trail by 13. Morris outside.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
And, you know, that's a really good sign. They stumbled out of the gate, but they're starting to look a little better now and regaining some ground.
LeBron with the bucket.
You know, he started slow, but now in the second quarter, he's finding his groove.
Pass to Jokic. Tries again, and the layup is good. Jokic has got 13 points.
Offensive rebounding is an art form. Jokic with the great instincts and hands to convert those second chance opportunities.
Here's Davis. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. The Nuggets have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight. Free throw, good. Jokic.
Well, with his stretch shooting and playmaking, Jokic is a leader among the new caliber of big men. Amazing how the 5 spot keeps evolving. Much more different from when I was the dominant guy.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Denver. Austin Rivers comes in for Jamal Murray. And Jokic drops them both.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Here's Harold, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on JaVale McGee.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And he can't get the first one. Drummond's checked in for LeBron. He doesn't get the second one. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for Denver. They trail by 9 points. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip.
See, as a big man, when you play unselfishly, you're harder to stop. That's why you run the offense through Jokic.
Now here's Schroeder. 18 points for him. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on JaVale McGee.
And really a good job of getting to the line in that first quarter. Hasn't been doing that as much here in the second.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. The Nuggets trail by 8. Morris outside. Pass to McGee. And stolen by Drummond. And here's Schroeder. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Davis, that's for 2. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. Shaq, thanks for coming by. Entertaining as always. Happy to have you on the program. You have an open share anytime you want to join us.
Anytime, Kevin. My pleasure. Whenever you guys need me, just give me a call. If I'm not doing Icy Hot Krispy Kreme or the Journal Insurance, you just give me a call.
Other than that, you'll be free.
Yeah, I'll be free.
That's good to know. And Clark, it hasn't taken Shaq much time, has it, to go from being a superstar on the court to a force with our broadcast here courtside?
Well, I tell you what, Shaq's one of those guys who just hits the ground running. He's a phenomenon in terms of personality, branding, business, excellence at every level. He was an all-star starter as a rookie. That talks about his ability to get going. Booth just the same way.
Here's Schroeder following the basket by JaVale McGee. Schroeder with the ball. 18 points for him. Outside for Davis. A three-pointer off the mark. And here's Denver. They're on a 13-5 run. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Really a fantastic job by Gordon to bury himself down there, giving the defense really no other choice than to foul him.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. The first free throw is good.
The former Arizona Wildcat, Gordon, is a high-motor player who gives great effort out there all the time.
And Gordon drops them both. So it's the Lakers now. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
Yeah, and that one, they just locked it down defensively, challenged shots, and really protected the rim.
Boy, I tell you what, I think you got to really appreciate the grit, getting dirty, staying engaged. That's really what defense is all about.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Lakers lead by 3. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. KCP, a great first half of play with the scoring. What did you see from them defensively that allowed you to be effective?
I just took what they gave me. I took what they gave me, and I just knocked them down.
Hey, KCP, thanks for your time, man. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. And making the long walk back from the courtside broadcasting booth, the esteemed and somewhat winded Shaquille O'Neal.
Very funny, Ernie. I'm not tired. I took the elevator.
Yeah, great elevator.
Watch your mouth, kid.
All right, that was key. Give this man some mouth-to-mouth.
Oh, not me.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. One guy who's been getting it done is Dennis Schroeder.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Well, you know, in that first half, it was a common occurrence. He got to the stripe time and time again.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the Lakers. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Caldwell Pope, and it's Drummond in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. And how about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know. But he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great player. No problems knocking that one down.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
That's good from Schroeder. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Inside, Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
Boy, it's a joy to see Jokic get the hot hand. A very efficient, multi-talented scorer, knows how to dial it up a notch when he needs to.
The pass to James. By Schroeder. Schroeder's got 3 assists now in this one.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
The Nuggets trail by 5. Murray, the pass to Millsap. To the middle. And it's Jokic missing. And it's Drummond with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
Murray with it. He's picked up by James.
And the quick feet of Murray really doing an extraordinary job out in transition.
Los Angeles leading by 3. Down low. Here's James. That shot no good. Nice D from Porter. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. And that one's good. Barton.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open 3.
Well, I tell you what, we've all heard the stories of Jamal Murray's training routine growing up in Canada, like something out of a movie. Push on his thigh. A little bit unconventional, but hey, it certainly got him to where he is now, so I would say it worked.
Murray, no good.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
And it's Schroeder missing.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity gone awry.
Porter dishes to Barton.
Switch.
And it's Jokic in the corner.
And Clark, it was Jamal Murray's father who's the mastermind behind those unconventional training methods. His son, though, never begged off, never wavered in his commitment.
Tell you what, Greg, it clearly would lead you to believe that both of them were crazy, and yet they had a shared obsession and a commitment, and it's paid off.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Schroeder outside. Passes to Caldwell Pope. Davis finds Caldwell Pope. Jokic. Some changes for the Lakers. Morris is checked in for Drummond. And Kyle Kuzma is subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the Mobile One block.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Denver's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. Here's Millsap. Jokic passes to Millsap, so they take the lead. Millsap's got 4 this quarter.
Strong drive. That's how Millsap has to play, assertive and aggressive.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Caldwell Pope left side. The dish to James. 6 to shoot. It's deflected.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Here's Jokic. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Jokic has got the lead up to 4 now for Denver. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Nuggets?
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
And here is Murray following the three-pointer from Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And Kuzma gets it to go on the assist by Caldwell-Pope. Caldwell-Pope's got 4 assists now tonight. For Denver, they've gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. Barton finds Jokic. Shoots over Kuzma. And it's Jokic missing. The Lakers in the lead. Here's LeBron, and the dunk by James.
LeBron James throwing it down is a thing of beauty. An incredible athlete who makes dunking look as easy as it can look.
Denver shooting a hot 57% from the field in the third. Murray, the pass to Jokic. With the floater, Millsap. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. And here's Caldwell-Pope. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Now here's Kuzma. He has 6. And it's Denver with the rebound. Porter's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Kept alive. Gets the bucket and the foul. That's on LeBron James.
Jokic using that big body to his advantage. He's so skilled and crafty at getting the position he needs to corral those rebounds.
And drafted with the 41st pick back in 2014. How about this? Jokic, the definition of a sleeper pick. He was actually asleep when the Nuggets drafted him.
The story goes on that his brother called him up trying to congratulate him, and Nico hung up in his face. How about that? Didn't hear the news until the next morning. He certainly has a different way of going about things, but there's no denying he's got a lot of game, and it's fun to watch.
Free throw, good. Jokic. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big men. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
Denver's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. Jokic misses from close range. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 when they've ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Here's Kuzma, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Kuzma's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
It's a close game here in Los Angeles. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon.
Mobile and tenacious on the drive. Kuzma, easy to see how he gets these calls.
It's his first trip to the line.
And he's been terrific, guys. I mean, the percentage right around 86%, so no doubt he's pleased with that.
Yeah, guys, I mean, he's been a very steady hand for them when it comes to his free throw shooting.
First one falls for him. When Kuzma first entered the league, the Lakers were a rebuilding team. Now, Greg, he's one of the more experienced pieces on this team.
And Kuzma's made the most of it, switching to a learning role, tries to absorb as much as he can from the vets, and he does everything he can to pick their brain and improve on those little things in terms of championship caliber basketball.
And he can't hit the second.
Well, you look at Kuzma, the 27th overall pick in the NBA draft, guys, a multi-talented, confident forward with impressive skill and potential.
Now, here's Kuzma. 9 points in the game so far, and he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on him.
Greg, I agree. He'd better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Kuzma. Inside. That's good from Gasol, and the assist by Caldwell Pope. Gasol's got his first basket of the night.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
And I really think this is the time to do it because this is a real important juncture in the ball game right here.
Denver calls timeout.
Well, you know, teams look for +6s, players whose wingspans exceed their height by a half foot. Montrezl Harrell is a 6'7" player with a 7'4" wingspan. If you're struggling with the math, ladies and gentlemen, that's a +9. And checking out the stats for Jokic. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. 10th in steals. And don't forget, top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And talk about being top 10 in steals. I love his jumping the passing lanes and then stealing away your dribble. Now, here is Morris. Looking to end the run, and it's good on the lay-in. Morris has got his third basket of the night. And between his length and his athleticism, Montrezl Harrell well suited for that role of small ball center, Greg, in today's NBA.
Yeah, I mean, he's fearless. Even giving up a few pounds, a few inches, he'll go right at you and making steady improvements as a rebounder year over year.
Here's Morris. He's got 6. Kicks to Gordon. Back to Morris. The tray. The rebound by the Lakers. Nice break. The Lakers for 3. Caldwell Pope. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Gordon for 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got assist number 8 here in this one already. Here's the Lakers with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run. Gordon against Kuzma. Pass to Caldwell Pope. On the wing, James. And it comes off the front of the rim. The Nuggets trail by 6. The drive by Gordon.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go, and I can't say I blame him.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Lakers?
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
Yeah, but also they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
No good on that one. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Los Angeles. And Denver with a change here too. Murray's checked in. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. Los Angeles leading by 6. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And with the dunk contest in Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen.
That one is off. He hits the second from the line. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. 7-point differential. Feeds to McGee. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. McGee's got 6 points.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
To the inside. Caldwell Pope. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
And although it seems like KCP will never be a huge factor on offense, he can still give you valuable points and also that spacing he can provide out on the floor.
Yeah, I agree with you there, and it's a valuable tool kit that he has because he can provide some playmaking and shot making and spacing of the floor, and he's also become more efficient as an offensive player. But he does know and recognize that his strength is at the defensive end, his athleticism, mobility, and versatility. And offense is tertiary to his contributions.
And the first one drops. And Caldwell Pope drops them both. Now Morris. 6 points for him. Murray outside. Out to the right wing. Jokic with the bucket.
Boy, the mid-range J of Jokic, I like it a lot. I mean, you got to D this guy up from that area, or he'll scorch you.
Caldwell Pope wishes to hear him. Basket good. He's got 6.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. 1:32 left to play here in the third. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Harrell finds Gasol. And no good as it rattles out. The Nuggets trail by 7. And here's the fast break. And the wide open shot from Morris. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Los Angeles has gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Pass to Harrell. Lakers passing it around. Schroeder passes to Kuzma. Over Gordon. And again, no good by the Lakers. Denver shooting well. 52% in the third. They came to play offensively in the second half.
Love how creative Murray is with the ball. Just dribbling through defenders like he's out there by himself.
Now here's Schroeder. 22 points for him. And Morris comes over to help. Here's Kuzma. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first.
He's gone 3 for 4 from the line. Free throw good. Kuzma. And the Lakers making a change here. Drummond's checked in. And both free throws good for Kuzma. The Nuggets trail by 7. Bounce pass from Morris. Jokic kicks to Morris. Jokic draws the double. Just 5 on the clock. Morris passes to Jokic, and that one drops.
Tell you what, with Jokic, you've got to foul him harder than that. This big fella takes pride in finishing through the defense.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw, good. Jokic.
Jokic is really a jack of all trades kind of player. This big fella has multiple skills, and there's not much he doesn't do well.
They recover it. The wide open look here for Kuzma. They get it again, and Harrell slams it in.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Lakers ahead. They're up by 6. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
Yeah, and as a 2 guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Lakers leading by 6. So on the floor for Denver, we've got Murray, Paul Millsap out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's Monte Morris, and it's Gordon in at the 3 slot.
Thrown down with force. Drummond with great feel around the rim. Now, usually he's one of the leading dunkers in the NBA because he doesn't waste any time or motion in there.
Fades away, and it's Gordon missing. And so it's Drummond with it. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Fires, high post. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. The Nuggets trail by 8, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Michael Porter, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Barton comes in for Morris. Denver with the ball. The feed to Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
And this is Gordon's sweet spot. An awesome dunker who loves getting in tight and wrecking the rim.
It's Schroeder with the drive. The shot that time not on target. And Denver the other way now. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
He went a decent amount of time before his first turnover there. It's really been a good, safe stretch of basketball from him to this point.
1 minute now into this 4th quarter. Barton outside. The pass to Porter. Millsap trying to get open. Here's Gordon. Not going to go that time. Kuzma with the defensive effort. Lakers leading by 6. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 4th quarter. Now here's Murray. Lob pass to Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Nobody does it better than Gordon on the alley-oop. Boom!
For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. To the paint. Here's Kuzma. And that's good for 2 as he grabs the feed. And the Lakers lead by 6.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. Murray outside. Yep, that one goes.
Well, I love the fact that he caught it and was ready to shoot it right away. Well done.
So it's the Lakers now. And here's Schroeder. Here's Caldwell Pope. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And there's the foul against Denver. That free throw good from Caldwell Pope. And the Lakers with some changes. Anthony Davis comes in for Harrell. And it's LeBron in for Kyle Kuzma. And Caldwell Pope drops them both.
And he's been rock solid at the free throw line tonight. A little bit of an unexpected bonus for them.
4th quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Porter, bounce pass. Here's Murray. Here's Millsap, and it's sent back by Drummond.
A high motor keeps Drummond engaged defensively. He doesn't want to let any shots go in.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Schroeder with the ball. Inside, here's LeBron, and the dunk by LeBron.
And, you know, you come to expect this type of play from LeBron. I mean, he's relentless when he's in attack mode.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Barton against Caldwell Pope. Here's Porter. The Nuggets with another miss.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And it's Drummond with the jam.
Big man on the move. Drummond running the floor, getting rewarded there with the hoop.
The Nuggets trail by 10. Outside Porter. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's Barton, kicks it out to Gordon. And another miss by Denver. And it's Davis with the ball for Los Angeles. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
The Nuggets have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Caldwell Pope against Barton. Kicks it out to Gordon. No good again that time.
You know, brick after brick after brick. I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's got to brain it in down the stretch here.
Porter against LeBron. Back to Porter. And stolen by LeBron. Here's Caldwell Pope. Can't cash in from close range.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Murray, good.
Yeah, he didn't get a chance to knock one down in the first, but the defense left him a look, and he nailed it. He'll make him pay when he's open.
Shooter kicks to Caldwell Pope. Here's Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
Aggressive defense. The battle with Drummond inside is a collision waiting to happen.
So it's Denver now. They trail by 11. Martin passes to Porter. And it's slammed in by Millsap.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Here's Drummond, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Paul Millsap picks one up.
Yeah, stiff defense gives Drummond some trouble on that shot, but he stays cool and gets a trip to the line. And at last season's trade deadline, Andre Drummond traded away basically for a second-round pick, a shockingly low return for a guy who was once considered a franchise player.
And that one misses. And Greg, why is it that the Pistons got so little in exchange for Drummond?
Well, I think he was an impending free agent. I think Detroit looking to rebuild. Also, it says something about the center position in today's game.
Jokic has checked in for the Nuggets. He's off on the second. The Nuggets trail by 9 and stolen by Drummond. The 3 from Davis. Hope they get it back. James, the pass to Drummond. Millsap with the steal. And here's the fast break. Millsap leading the way. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
James outside. Los Angeles with another miss. The Nuggets have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Lakers leading by 7. Here's Caldwell Pope. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got assist number 5 here tonight.
You know, with AD's improved court awareness, when guys on his team get open, he'll find it.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball. Barton outside. And Jokic throws it down.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
And he gets it to go. Drummond's got 8 here in the quarter.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Murray against Schroeder. Jokic misses the 3.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. And it's Drummond with the jam.
And I'll tell you what, guys, I think that's the best part of James's game. And he's got a lot of good parts, but his vision is otherworldly.
The Nuggets trail by 11. Outside, Porter. Pass to Barton. Launches a 3. A rebound by the Lakers. Schroeder with the ball. Now guarded by Murray. James against Jokic. To the middle. Here's Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
How about the leaping ability of Davis? Easily gets off the ground to throw it down. And he's a quick jumper and decision maker.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Nuggets. Here's Jokic. He can't get it to go. Good D by Drummond. Schroeder outside. He kicks it to Drummond. Pass to Davis. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. And the Lakers lead by 15.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Millsap dishes to Barton. And Millsap hits from deep.
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, LeBron James.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
During that break, Frank Vogel had some real words for his team. He said, keep grinding. We're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfectly. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin, will see if they can build on this lead.
The Nuggets trail by 14. Here's Murray up on top. He's guarded by Schroeder. Here's Millsap. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you've got to love it. I mean, Millsap drawing contact, not afraid to get banged around a little bit.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Paul Millsap.
And, you know, while Millsap doesn't demand attention, he's a natural leader and does demand respect. He's somebody the younger guys certainly look up to.
Both free throws good for Millsap.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
James against Porter. Pass to Harrell. He's looking for Drummond and finds him to the inside. Here's Caldwell Pope over Millsap. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
And that one, good. Murray's got 20.
Murray locked in on the task at hand, not allowing the defense to bother his shot at all.
LeBron is doubled. Now the pass to Harrell. Down low. Here's Drummond. That one, no good. Good defense by Jokic. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. It's Barton on the wing. Jokic kicks to Porter. Back to Jokic. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. 31 points for Jokic.
Boy, good vision that time from Michael Porter Jr. Saw the wide open teammate and then got the pass to him right on time.
Timeout called the Lakers. They're up by 8. We've got 1:55 left to play here in the fourth. Here's James. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
That is the savvy of LeBron on display. Doesn't just convert, but draws the foul and has the chance to tack another one on his point total.
The Nuggets trail by 11. Here's Murray, right wing. Here's Jokic, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Andre Drummond picks one up.
Jokic has great size and mobility. He's very good at forcing the defense's hand and drawing the foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that brings them to within 10. And Jokic drops them both. A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Porter against James. To the wing right side. Drummond passes to LeBron. Back to Drummond. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. And that one drops for him. And the Lakers lead by 11.
And improving as a shot maker every year. Harrell has to be accounted for defensively.
We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter. Murray outside. Passes it to Jokic. Banked in off the glass. Jokic has got 8 points in the quarter.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. Back to James. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Harrell. Drummond trying to get himself free. And there's Harrell. That's good on the assist by James.
saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Murray against Schroeder. Fires at the elbow. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
And with Murray, you have an all-around score. Somebody who feels comfortable shooting from just about any spot on the floor off the catch or dribble.
Schroeder outside. James against Porter. And they double up James. And Harrell wide open. He shoots outside for Caldwell Pope. The shot and game clock separated by 4. To the paint. And the dunk by LeBron.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thank you. LeBron, the last game for a little while. As a team, how do you approach the break?
Well, we got a couple days off, you know, but everyone needs to stay in tune. You know, even though we're not going to be on our feet or on the basketball court, everyone needs to continue to just, you know, work your mind, work your body as well, and, you know, get ready for practice.
Well, I'm sure you're going to enjoy that time off anyway, man. Congrats on this win. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.